and it's freeing.
Oh, well, there's always lines.
Oh, there's always lines.
Because if it
Okay.
was, I don't know, you think it's for publicity, you think she's genius at playing the game. I think that if this were absolutely not true, she would shut it down.
Shut it down. Okay, so you think some lickety splits. All right, well, I'm all about Kyle and the lickety splits. Maybe RHOBH, a season 25. You know what really well, where do you want to go
I mean,
next?
I like there's so many topics I want to do kind of rapid. Well, I want to talk real quick. Is Dubai canceled or not canceled? I mean,
Well, newbie Talene Marie, because I mean, she's been there for 3.5 minutes, says not true. Look, I mean, we're going to talk ratings in a minute of Salt Lake and the P and some other things. Like, it's kind of like if the new norm, because they're all around the same. By the way, New York City episode 2 saw a little bit of an increase. We're still in the 300s. Let's not get, but saw a little bit of an increase. We have like Salt Lake in the 3 and 400s. Potomac was what, 400, or was that in the threes too? So, like, if
uh,
that's the new norm, if that's the new now, Dubai was in the twos. Like, is this mean that these things they are poorly rated? But does that mean, like everyone always says, well, in playback it's higher, but it doesn't matter if we're comparing the overnights of Potomac to the overnights of Jersey or Vanderpump. It's still apples to apples, but like if this is the new norm now, 300s, 400s, is this bad ratings or is this just the norms? I mean, the advertisers must be paying less. You and I are in a business where you get 100,000 downloads, you make less money than if you get a million. So, but if your new
if they're
norm
not,
becomes 100,000 instead of a million, that's fine. Your shows then are at 101 are not lowly rated because your new norm is 100, but you are making less money. So I mean, is the network has to be making less money? No.
yeah, no, I think television's in trouble. That's it. There, it's not just Bravo. It's not just NBC. It's obviously I cover mostly TLC stuff. I'm obsessed.
Mhm.
You know, Warner HBO merger, and they're the ones that own TLC, HBO Max. That's why you see all these Sister Wives and everything on HBO Max. I mean, they're in big trouble too. Even Sister Wives. I'm not sure Sister Wives is getting the ratings it was a couple of years ago. I think, no, I think the ad revenue, the people that are buying these ads are smart too. And I mean, if they're seeing these numbers, what they're doing, right, is they're probably selling the entire cluster going, well, all of our Bravo shows, you're buying a monthly package and you're buying so many touch points or so many uh views, right? Well, don't worry.
Demographics.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, don't worry, because when you add up all of our shows, we're getting 65 million viewers a month. And it's like, yeah, but when my ad is airing, you really are only getting
Mhm.
100,000. I'm sure they're working it different ways, but it's bad. It's bad. It's bad for the P. And this newbie says that it's not going to be canceled. But
That's
what do
what
you think?
Tallene
I don't know. I mean, we thought last
says.
season it would be gone, and so would and Potomac would be rebooted, and here we are.
You know what's really funny is when I talk about housewife shows, like when I interview people and do like, oh, what do you think of Potomac and this? And I remember Dallas, I just never ever think to even bring up Dubai. Like I just literally forget to bring it up. It's literally the most insane thing. I just I am okay if it's canceled. I know that there are people that watch it that like it. Miami is currently filming, although I mean, I don't know what's going on with the hurricane. Um,
I
but
don't think it's canceled because my theory has always been
Dubai,
it is, yeah, my theory has always been that it is an insane tax break and it is somewhat funded by the Business Bureau of Dubai as almost like a tourist video to get people. But then somebody said to me, Sarah, if that's true, like a listener slid into my DMs, they're like, why wouldn't Dubai tourism be featured or like come to Dubai? Like they wouldn't they want some credit? Like why would they be
mhm.
funding this and then they're not getting any. And I was like, well, that's true.
It's like when the Kardashians, when they used to go to, Dubai and they went to Thailand and, they stayed in every hotel. It's like, okay, well, this is obviously being featured because we show the hotel 300 times and you went to this place and that place. Yeah, I mean, I don't see that on Dubai. I don't know. I don't know. I think that if your theory is not right, it has to be expensive to film in Dubai. I mean, it's not a culture that, like, I had Lisa Milan on, and she's like, "You'll never see us going low on social media because it's against the law. Like, you could be like, I mean, really low. Like, it's just they just have different. I don't think it's easy to film in Dubai. I've been
Mm.
to Dubai, not my favorite place in the world. I've been to Abu Dhabi. That no place I would
Better.
live.
Oh,
Huh? There's someone in my Hamptons development where I live that they live here now in the Hamptons, but they used to live in Dubai. Like her husband's in finance and they travel, and now he's in Switzerland. They split their time. But like, I was like, how'd you like living in Dubai? She's like, same thing that you would think. She's like, we were like filthy rich in Dubai. I mean, they're rich in the Hamptons too, but they were, and she's like, we fucking hated it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't see anything great about it. It's like 199 million degrees every day. Oh, it's not my favorite place. I don't know. This is not about me. I'm losing sight of where I am in the
well, we
world.
just wanted to quickly touch on that. Ratings for RHOP were down. Like
Down,
you
down,
mentioned, the season 9, episode 1, 520,000 viewers. That is down from the 700, I believe they had last season when they premiered season 8.
it's just a difference. That's a big difference. 200,000 people just said, I'm just not interested anymore.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. But scripted, I think, is having a moment. What did you
Uh,
make though of the first couple seasons of RHOP?
well, it's funny. I was going to ask you that before I cloud the waters with my opinion, because I gave my opinion on New
Oh,
York,
New York was
and
horrendous.
it's
I couldn't
not.
even watch the next 2 episodes.
Well,
I
let me tell
tried.
you,
Okay.
look, it's not better. I feel it's back to the same thing. These people just don't know each other. They never knew each other. There's no chemistry at all. I feel no chemistry. I think the most exciting two things are Raquel Chevamon, the new girl, her wife, not
Yeah.
her, not her. The wife is actually interesting. She has the dog gets Reiki and acupuncture and a psychiatrist and real LA shit, even though they're living in New York. That's kind of interesting. And we're getting into it. We've broken the fourth wall on RHONY, and we are second episode of filming, page 6, top letters. Rebecca Minkoff, Task, Scientology, Fab, Perez, Nationwide, Rebecca Minkoff. They're talking about it. They're breaking the fourth wall. And they're asking her, well, what do we say if someone asks about Scientology? She's like, you say no comment? And the girl's got a lot of comments and a lot of questions. So I do find that interesting. You're not going to lean into it. So we're going to be over it. But yeah, no, it ain't good news for New York. Potomac, let's hear your thoughts because I got something to
Okay.
say.
I loved it. I loved it. I
Yes.
actually thought it was pretty good. The Grand
Yes.
Dame. Who knew
Ah,
the Grand Dame had been arrested twice for DUI? Honey, she ought to be right in rehab with Kim Plath from Welcome to
mhm.
Plathville. And unfortunately, we'll talk about him, Mary Cosby's son, who I'm praying for because it's her only child. I really want him to get sober. Like she seems like she adores him, and I'm worried. But honey, they all need to get into the same rehab. And the Grand Dame doesn't seem to think she has a problem. I agree with Jizzy J.